Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with Frenkie de Jong, as it has been reported that manager Xavi has not given the green light to sell Frenkie de Jong yet. We are going to be looking at that. Secondly, talking about this report claiming that Barcelona have officially terminated the contract of this youth team midfielder Kais Ruiz-Arteo. We are also going to be looking at that. Thirdly, talking about Francisco Trinca, it has been reported that Portuguese giants Sporting Lisbon have been interested in signing the Barcelona winger on loan. We are also going to be looking at that. Then to conclude, talking about Ronald Araujo, it has been reported that the Barca defender, despite his head injury the other day, is not ruled out for the Getafe encounter. We are going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona fans were dealt with a bit of a shock late on Wednesday night as report emerged claiming that Frenkie de Jong's move to United was close to completion. Indeed, the reliable Gerard Romero went on to claim that the Dutchman's transfer to the Premier League club was 95% complete. He further added that Barcelona stood to make €80 million from that deal. The young's future has been a hot topic of debate for months now, with reports claiming that Barca are considering a sale for the 24-year-old in order to help balance the books ahead of next season. However, Dario AS journalist Xavi Miguel has provided an update on that matter, stating that despite the claims of the transfer being done, manager Xavi Hernandez is yet to give his green light to the sale, and a lot of decisions are yet to be made with regard to the young's future. Xavi has maintained that the Netherlands international remains a part of his plans, but the club's financial situation could be forcing the board to consider parting ways with the former Ajax man. The young joined Barca in the summer of 2019 from Ajax in a deal worth €86 million. However, he has failed to hit the heights of the 2018-19 campaign with the Dutch Giants, during which he led them to the Eredivisie title and the UEFA Champions League semi-finals. With the Blaugrana in tight spot economically, one or two big player sales are needed, and the Dutchman is seen as a sellable asset as his future, or as his value remains ever so high, even though he's not fulfilled his potential since arriving at Barcelona. Man United have named Erik ten Hag as a new manager next season. The 52-year-old was key to the young flourishing at Ajax and is believed to be keen on joining forces with his compatriot again, but it remains to be seen if Xavi is willing to sanction a deal in the coming weeks. Then on to the next story of discussion. In an official statement, Barcelona have confirmed they have parted ways with reserve team midfielder Kais Ruiz-Arteo. Once regarded as one of the most promising players to come out from the French youth setup, the club have terminated the contract of the youth prospect ahead of the summer transfer window. Ruiz-Arteo had initially begun his youth career at Lyon. He plied his trade at La Masia briefly before joining Paris Saint-Germain Academy in 2015. During his time in the French capital, the youngster established himself as a sought-after prospect thanks to impressive performances in the French Youth Division and the UEFA Youth League. The midfielder even ended up making 7 appearances for PSG last season, compelling Barcelona to resign him on a free transfer in 2021. His return to the club was an exciting prospect for the fans, with many expecting him to earn a promotion to the first team. However, upon his move to Barca B, it appears Ruiz-Arteo has had issues with his perceived attitude, leading to discontent between him and the dressing room. Although the 19-year-old has featured in 11 league matches for Barca B this term, he has been frozen out of the starting 11 since March. His attitude issues have eventually led to Barcelona parting ways with the player at the end of the season. The termination of the contract marks a swift turnaround of fortunes for Kais Ruiz-Arteo, who is set to become a free agent this summer, hoping to find a suitor that will provide him with a platform to revive his career after a horrific return to Barcelona. Then on to the next story of discussion. Primera La Liga side Sporting CP are said to be interested in signing Barcelona's 22-year-old winger Francisco Trinca on loan. According to reports, Sporting have been chasing Trinca since 2021. The team did try making an effort last summer, but the player moved to English Premier League instead, joining Wolverhampton Wanderers on a season-long loan. He didn't really start off, as a first-team regular, but has have been seeing more minutes in the second half of the season than he did in the opening games. So far, the 22-year-old has scored 3 goals followed by an assist in 28 matches across all competitions. Sporting's interest come after it was confirmed that a certain Pablo Sarabia won't continue beyond the ongoing season. The 29-year-old has been playing on loan from Paris Saint-Germain and will in fact return to France when his deal expires at the end of the season. And so team manager Ruben Amorim has identified Trinca as someone who can perfectly replace the departing Spaniard. The report claims Wolves do have a purchase option worth 30 million euros in place for Trincao, but the team has already communicated their desire that they do not wish to continue with a winger beyond the current deal. Hence, Trincao returns to Spain. Once he returns to Spain, he will hardly have a place to get regular first 10 minutes, mainly because there is actually no more space left in the roster. As such, it will be so difficult for Xavi to consider him even for cup matches, and so Barcelona's approach is pretty much basic. As reported earlier, the current idea is to have Trincao back in the team, at least for the pre-season tour, and in case there are any significant offers, they will be open for the proceedings. If Barcelona can get a deal which involves a mandatory option to buy, they might as well hear what Sporting have in the offering. Then on to the final story of discussion. Barcelona's recent 3-1 win over Celta Vigo should go a long way in ensuring second place finish in La Liga this term. But the joy of the victory was marred by a nasty clash of heads between Barcelona youngsters Araujo and Pablo Xavi during the second half of that encounter. It was Xavi who initially looked in bad shape as Araujo quickly got up and covered some distance before eventually falling to the floor unconscious. The situation appears quite serious as Araujo was rushed to the hospital soon after the clash of heads. Fortunately for the Barcelona supporters and Xavi himself, the club soon confirmed Araujo had only suffered a concussion and his condition is not thought to be that serious. The defender was expected to remain in the Barcelona City Hospital to receive the necessary treatment, but the concussion should not rule him out until the end of the season. This morning, a report from Dario Ayers has offered an update on the situation, claiming Araujo will be discharged from the hospital. The treatment has been carried out and it appears the doctors have received positive report. Dario Ayers goes on to suggest the defender might even be in contention to feature against Getafe in the next match. Barcelona take on Getafe on Sunday, where a win could be enough to mathematically seal their second spot in the table. Araujo's availability in that fixture could serve as a massive boost for Xavi, especially at a time when Gerard Piqué has been ruled out for the remainder of the campaign. However, Barcelona will likely take the cautious approach, knowing that they cannot risk one of their defensive pillars just before the summer break, where the players will regroup with Xavi to lay out plans for next season. As such, the game against Getafe could see Clement Lenglet enjoy a start in centre defence alongside Eric Garcia, while Umtiti might make a substitute appearance as well. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest in FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.